Oh man, so things are going crazy over there at Fox Sports, man. A former hairdresser is alleging that too much hanky-panky was going on, and she's suing because she claims that folks were trying to get her to join in on the freaky-deaky activity. So Fox Sports executive Charlie Dixon and former host Skip Bayless are being accused of sexual harassment. And NFL legend Jason Taylor, you know, the Miami Dolphin Hall of Famer for sure, bonafide. Coach know better you right now. His little sister Joy Taylor, she's a host as well at Fox Sports, but she's been accused of ignoring the hairdresser's cries for help and telling her to get over it, allegedly because she was playing the games as well. So we can get into all this craziness, so we can get into all this shit. Shit wild. But as you can see on the screen, that's chick. Allegedly that's chick, and that's Joy Taylor, of course, right there. So this story was broke by Front Office Sports, all right? So it says a former Fox Sports hairstylist alleges in a lawsuit that a network executive used his position to sexually harass women, as well as that Skip Bayless touched her inappropriately and propositioned her for sex. So Nushin Faraji, I'm sorry if I'm saying it the wrong way, who says she worked at Fox Sports from 2012 through last August, made a series of allegations in a 42-page lawsuit obtained by Front Office Sports. So in this suit filed Friday in Los Angeles, Faraji alleged that Dixon, the head of content for FS1, grabbed her buttocks at a birthday party in West Hollywood. When she relayed the encounter to Taylor, the Fox host allegedly told her to get over it. The lawsuit seeks class action status on behalf of Faraji and other non-exempt Fox employees working in California over the past 4 years. On the Undisputed Morning Show starring Bayless, the suit alleged he began giving Faraji lingering hugs and kisses on the cheeks while putting his body against hers and pressing against her breast. I know how some of y'all freaky deaky dudes be doing. Y'all be trying to press that print on these chicks and stuff, man. I heard about y'all. I heard how y'all be moving. So the single mother alleged she repeatedly told Bayless she was not interested in him and did not date at work. She also claimed she told Bayless she was suffering from ovarian cancer after developing issues with her left ovary in an effort to halt his advances. So instead, Bayless became more aggressive over the years. According to the suit, he allegedly offered Faraji $1.5 million to have sex with him and claimed he could change her life. The suit also claims Bayless accused Faraji of sleeping with Shannon Sharp, his co-star on Undisputed. Approximately 1 week later, Mr. Bayless made another advance at Miss Faraji. Miss Faraji responded, "Skip, stop, you have a wife." Mr. Bayless responded, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives?" So Miss Faraji responded to her that her father was dead. And when Mr. Bayless looked taken aback, she made an excuse to leave. Okay, so let's pause right here, bro. That's the things about Skip Bayless. We gonna come back and get into what they're saying about Joy Taylor, which is what is also. Let's see the reactions to Skip Bayless allegations. So Skip was over here trying to tweet through everything, you know, act like shit wasn't going on. He talking about some, now Aaron Rodgers is only 149 touchdowns behind Tom Brady. Some dude like, bro, you know he see you, right? You know he see you, my boy. Homie say Skip Bayless offered a coworker $1.5 million for sex.
I guess he might be the horniest man in America, huh?
Hey, post this real quick.
I pay for the pussy, okay. I pay for the pussy, okay. I pay for the pussy, okay.
Rest in peace, Lil Key. 1.5 mil. Skip could have paid Sarah J $3,000 and would have been howling to the wolves. They say she got that $1 million. Ooh. Hey, people wilding on Skip, man. Skip Bayless waiting for Emmanuel Acho and Shannon Sharp to get done.
My turn. It is. You told me it was my turn.
You can talk all that you want to, yell and scream. You lost.
It is my turn.
You lost the game.
Hey, Shannon Sharp seemed like he heard the news, bro, because last night on his nightcap show, he was talking like this right here to Ocho.
I'm gonna give you money. I'm gonna give you money. Where you want me to give it to you at? You want me to sell it to you? I can sell it to you.
No.
Right.
No.
I can sell it
As a
to
matter
you
of fact, no. Hold on.
I want to pay my debt.
You gonna let me talk, Ocho? It's
Huh?
my turn.
Niggas is petty. And I love it. Alright, so man, it's crazy because people are going even harder on Joy Taylor. Something was mentioned that was kind of wild as hell, and I understand why they going hard on her, because she tried to, you know, finagle the bagel and use these dudes in the meantime, but had something up her sleeve that's disgusting and slimy on every different level. And if you ignoring this shit, boy, that says more about you. But let's tap in. So the suit alleges that Taylor began assaulting Ms. Faraji on a personal and professional level after their friendship ended. The suit also alleges that Taylor mocked the English pronunciation of Faraji, who is of Persian descent. But within the lawsuit, the things that they said about Joy Taylor is insane, bro. Let's get to it. So the young lady is accusing the dude Charlie Dixon of making advances at her. But she met the guy because she was cool with Joy Taylor, all right? Charlie Dixon, once again, is the guy that makes a lot of big decisions over there at Fox Sports, executive VP, okay? So this section right here is talking about how Joy Taylor ended up on Undisputed, and they're saying the lady is alleging that it was a reward for giving him that wob, giving him that box. Sloppy top probably too. But it says, in approximately March 2016, Ms. Faraji met Ms. Taylor, an aspiring sports personality that had recently moved from Miami to Los Angeles for the opportunity of airtime at Fox. Ms. Taylor told Ms. Faraji that she was recently wed, but her husband remained in Miami and that she was lonely in Los Angeles. Ms. Taylor then befriended Ms. Faraji. In approximately May 2016, Ms. Taylor asked Ms. Faraji to meet her for a drink in Santa Monica. When Ms. Faraji arrived, she found Ms. Taylor with an older man, Fox Sports Executive Vice President of Content, Mr. Dixon. As Executive Vice President, Mr. Dixon is responsible for overseeing all content and production on FS1. Ms. Faraji, however, did not know Mr. Dixon. When Mr. Dixon went to buy them another round of spicy margaritas, Ms. Faraji asked who he was. Ms. Taylor responded that he was just a friend. Following that night, whenever Ms. Faraji would meet with Ms. Taylor for drinks or food, Mr. Dixon would either arrive with Ms. Taylor or show up later in the night and leave with Ms. Taylor. He would always buy rounds of drinks and or food. From their body language, Ms. Faraji suspected that the pair were sleeping with each other, and although this concerned Ms. Faraji, as she knew Ms. Taylor was recently married, Ms. Faraji kept her opinions to herself. In approximately June 2016, while at work, Ms. Faraji noticed Mr. Dixon in the elevator. Surprised by the coincidence, Ms. Faraji found Ms. Taylor and told her excitedly the guy who always buys our drinks was in the elevator. Ms. Taylor quickly silenced Ms. Faraji, explaining who he was. Ms. Faraji became alarmed and warned Ms. Taylor that such a relationship was unsafe. Ms. Taylor told her not to worry about it. Ms. Faraji continued to be friends with Ms. Taylor but tried to distance herself as she considered the situation dangerous as well as morally wrong, as Ms. Taylor and Mr. Dixon were both married. So I guess she didn't expect to see dude at the job. My bad if the video has been like jittery so far. It'll be smooth from here on out though. So in approximately July 2016, word spread amongst Fox employees about a new show that was going to be a big deal as it would star Mr. Bayless and Shannon Sharp. So it was known that Fox was looking for a woman with significant TV experience to also star. Therefore, it came as a surprise when Fox announced that Ms. Taylor, who was a bartender and radio host in Miami with very little TV experience, would be the moderator of the new show, a sports debate program, Skip and Shannon Undisputed, okay? So Mr. Bayless later disclosed to Ms. Faraji that he did not want Ms. Taylor on the show, but Mr. Dixon was adamant that Ms. Taylor should star. At first, Mr. Dixon arranged a dinner between Mr. Bayless and Ms. Taylor where she arrived in a provocative clothing and acted in a provocative manner. When that did not change Mr. Bayless' opinion of Ms. Taylor, Mr. Dixon asked him to approve of her as a favor to him. Reluctantly, Mr. Bayless agreed to do so as a favor to his friend. Skip had to make sure that boy secured the cheeks. So around August 2016, Ms. Faraji attended a dinner with Ms. Taylor and her husband and Mr. Dixon and his wife. During the dinner, Ms. Taylor's husband became suspicious that Ms. Taylor and Mr. Dixon were having a sexual relationship. Soon after the dinner, Ms. Taylor's husband found evidence of the inappropriate relationship and divorced Ms. Taylor. But the husband comes and confirmed this shit. This will be wild. So in approximately September 2016, Undisputed started Ms. Taylor requested Ms. Faraji to do her hair. In approximately November 2016, after not allowing anyone to touch his hair, Mr. Bayless also requested Faraji to do his hair. All right. Now, this is when Mr. Dixon said, okay, let's go ahead and do this right here. So January 14, 2017, Ms. Taylor had her birthday party at Pearl's Rooftop in West Hollywood. So Ms. Faraji and other Fox employees who were invited attended, as it was a part of their job duties to appease talent. and the birthday party is an important event. As usual, Mr. Dixon was heavily drinking, buying drinks for everyone on a Fox credit card, and blustering that everything purchased was on Fox dime. So basically, dude came behind and made a move on her, and she thinking, damn, bro, you talking to my homegirl too? Let me go ahead and tell my homegirl she want to go ahead and snitch to Joy Taylor. I'm gonna give you guys the paraphrase of all this shit. So that's when Joy told her to get over it, and she was shocked, like, wait, hold up. Miss Taylor responded to her, get over it, and explained that she herself only had her job because of Mr. Dixon, and that Miss Faraji only had her job because Joy Taylor requested her. She warned that Mr. Dixon could take both the way. So you mess around with him, we both could lose our jobs, all right? Crazy. So Miss Faraji was terrified and then turned to her co-worker Anonymous to discuss the situation. And Anonymous responded that Mr. Dixon was disgusting, that the entire situation was sick, but that it wasn't shocking given Fox's culture, and that Miss Faraji should remain quiet if she wanted to keep her job. As a single mother who needed the job to support her son, Miss Faraji had no choice but to remain silent. All right. So she talks about more stories about the Mr. Dixon dude getting rid of other people who didn't want to have sex with him. So the other talk show host came and told Faraji that, hey man, I ain't gonna be there anymore because Mr. Dixon tried to have sex with me. Then Faraji went to tell Joy, like, hey man, this dude doing this to this girl too. Joy was like, no one gives a fuck. No one gives a funk about Anonymous or the talk show host who have reported Mr. Dixon. You feel me? And then Faraji said she realized it was true later because, yeah, nothing happened after that situation, you know, was called out. So time progressed. Joy Taylor had another fiance. He found out about the Mr. Dixon dude and then threatened to expose everything and then to keep him silent. Mr. Dixon then paid him off in exchange for him to be quiet, okay? But then right here, Chick exposes Joy Taylor once again for allegedly sleeping her way on up to the top. So it says in approximately February 2020, Miss Taylor asked Miss Faraji to meet her for lunch in Beverly Hills. When Miss Faraji arrived, she found Miss Taylor with the man, Emmanuel Acho. Miss Faraji did not know Mr. Acho, but could tell that the two were romantically involved. A few months after meeting Mr. Acho after lunch, Miss Faraji noticed him in the hallway while at work. Miss Faraji later asked Miss Taylor and Mr. Acho also worked at Fox. Miss Taylor confirmed and explained that she wanted Mr. Acho to eventually recommend her on the show Speak for Yourself. So Miss Faraji became alarmed and warned Miss Taylor that she should probably not sleep with Mr. Dixon and Mr. Acho at the same time, as Mr. Dixon is a powerful, very powerful man that may become very angry. Miss Taylor told her not to worry about it. She explained that she was also now powerful, and once Mr. Dixon was no longer useful to her, she would follow through on her plan to tell the company that he forced himself on her. She had a plan to Me Too the dude in case he got upset at her dealing with Emmanuel Acho. So she would not allow herself to be forced out by Mr. Dixon like other women talent. So in approximately September 2022, Miss Taylor started to work on Speak. Miss Taylor requested Miss Faraji to do her hair. People are going crazy after finding out that her and Emmanuel Acho are being accused by this woman of being together. So this right here says, Charlie had Jason Taylor little sister throwing that motherfucker. So remember that you're just broke, fellas. This the guy Charlie Dixon who was knocking down fine ass Joy Taylor. Lord, your dude seems to be heavily cosmetically challenged. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So it says Emmanuel Acho ain't said nothing in 5 hours on the last day of the regular season. Them allegations is true. Yeah, Acho's very active on social media, super active, and it's interesting. Let me see if he said anything since then. Let me see if he's speaking on, you know, because, yeah, let's see what's up. Let's see if he's speaking on this motherfucker. Nope, still silent, still quiet, still quiet. They say Acho been silent since 1 p.m. I wish that Joy Taylor news would have broke sooner in the season. We would have been saved from some of the worst sports take in history. So since he quiet, people are going through the history to see if there were any signs of this relationship. So they found this clip right here. The caption says, what it's like working with Joy Taylor talks.
What I have to deal with, people. Like, I'm over here focused on the show, and you know, I don't know what exactly she's doing.
Listen, somebody has to look good around here, okay?
Slick, you see that shade she threw at you, bro? Because you wasn't talking to me.
That was everyone.
You see that boy face? You see that boy face? Hey, the comment section crazy, man. Oh man, a visit to HR in the making. This was wild. This is around that time, man. Joy Taylor at Fox. Oh man, look at this shit. They say I see her possible harassment lawsuit in the future. These people have to find in the news. After finding out about the news, man. Caught in 4K. Oh, man, these people funny as hell. They say nigga said in the class of Charlemagne mean, the white guy enjoy HR face. They say she was blowing this nigga socks off, man. Let me see this clip real quick.
But truly, in the sports industry, I do not know anyone that is more impressive in every way, shape, or form than the one and only Joy Taylor, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell yeah. He did a birthday shout out too, boy. You wasn't low at all. Happy birthday to my brilliant co-host, my homie, and my friend, Joy Taylor Talks. It's a pleasure and honor to work with you daily. Oh, dude got a full montage. Got a montage of the chick. So now this was deleted from Acho's page after he posted this right here. He had to get his bottle there.
Just got done with rehearsal for the new show Speak, and I got to take a moment to shout out my co-host, Joy Taylor. A woman, a black woman, daily show, sports. Do you all realize how hard it is to get into the position that she is in? So often there's misogyny and sexism running rampant in sports, and we don't even care what women have to say in sports. But Joy is not only in the position on television as a woman, as a black woman, but as an opinionist. So not just asking men what they think, but providing her own unique and distinct insight. It's hard to do, and Joy, you have done it. So congratulations. Looking forward to working with you, and hope y'all tune in 4:30 to 6 Eastern every day starting next week.
That boy trying to secure the box, boy. Secure the WAP. Hell nah. They say that public statement from Acho is gonna be funny as shit. He gonna use every word in the dictionary. The Emmanuel Acho Joy Taylor situation just continues to prove that the only profession where you can fuck coworkers freely and openly is pro wrestling. Emmanuel Acho and Joy Taylor, they got the, what it is, Good Morning America people? Like, who did they work for? Something like that. But yeah, they had a similar situation. Both their ass get fired, and I think they living happily ever after. They say LaShawn McCoy. I don't know. I just think Aaron Rodgers at 40 years old is the answer for the Jets. Emmanuel Acho, meantime. So Skip Bayless turned Joy Taylor down because he knew the dope was stepped on. Joy, Skip, I'll let you hit at the Charlie. Skip.
I understand it, but by then it's gonna be too late. It'll be already chopped up.
So people shocked about Joy Taylor and Acho like they wasn't at the crib together. Oh, she had some wine. He got a bubbly over there. He trying to stay on point. Got a bubbly. Okay. Dude say Joy Taylor let Emmanuel Acho beat.
You think this shit is fucking cool? Nah, man. Ooh, we're failing as a people.
Nobody, me to Joy Taylor. You let that nigga Emmanuel Acho bone. I know a little better than that, nigga. Classic movie. So it says when Emmanuel Acho caught Joy Taylor with the Fox Sports executive Charlie Dixon during their lunch break.
So nice. Play too much, man, for real. That's a bit. Cheers a bit. Watch out. I get it. Watch out. Nigga, you know that's my bitch, nigga. Nigga, what the fuck? You got a whole wife. You know. Darren, you clock in?
So it says Joy Taylor was letting Emmanuel Acho have his way, shaking my goddamn head. So now they going through the old tweets. So in response to this article saying Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey leaves Drake concert in WeHo with mystery woman. So Joy responded saying women can exist in spaces with men without being with them. I know, it's a wild concept. They got the Jeff Teague meme, like, look at this shit right here. Like, oh, hell nah. I know you ain't the one talking. And then they even hit her with a Twitter community note saying Joy Taylor's name defended in a lawsuit against Fox Sports in which it is alleged that she engaged in a number of sexual relationships with male counterparts in exchange for being allowed to host TV shows. Wow. So they're saying the clues were out there. Let's tap in and see if that's true, man. This is Joy Taylor with Taylor Rooks.
These hypotheticals have got us in a chokehold, and we must free ourselves. It's fun to argue about. It's fun to talk about what you would do in this scenario, or would you leave the game if the seats were high, or if a man took you this place on a first date, what you would do. And I'm telling you, like, every interaction that I have with people now, in some way or another, these things come up. Can we just keep it a buck? If they're fine enough, if they're funny enough, or if their financial status is what you want. Fine, funny, fucking money. You're throwing all boundaries. standards, all that shit you talked on Instagram about how you would never, and this woman ain't because women this and men this, you're moving forward with this person.
No, my favorite hypothetical, because it's so ridiculous, is
that was a pretty reasonable take regardless of the allegations though. That's a reasonable take based on the context of what she's speaking in.
When you ask anybody if they would do something outrageous for like $1 million and they say no. It's like, okay, would you do it for 2 million? I mean, would you do it for what's the number? Like anytime you add money into a hypothetical, people love feeling good about themselves by saying that they wouldn't do it for the money, but it's literally only because it's a hypothetical. If you saw this $1 million in front of your face and I said, do this, are you doing it? So I don't even know if hypotheticals are real indicators of the situation that's being discussed, because I'm starting to think people only use hypotheticals to lie about the circumstance.
I know a lot of niggas with that bag just watch that shit and thinking, okay, the block high right now, Miss Taylor Rooks, but when things cool down, I'm gonna put that $1 million in your face and see what the fuck happened and see what the hell happened, man. All right, so this right here also went viral, where it says Joy Taylor working in sports media. You have to constantly reaffirm that you're good enough, that you belong there, and always prove it. You got to do twice the work for half the opportunity. I couldn't say no.
Wake up call, same time. How would I not know how hard it is to do the show I work on? You have to constantly reaffirm that you are good enough, that you belong there, and then always prove it. So I would just always say you gotta do twice the work to get half the opportunity. But that, to me, the mentality I've always had on it is that just gonna make me better. So that's why I'm excellent. Because I had to be. I couldn't be average, I couldn't be okay, I couldn't be late, I couldn't complain, I couldn't say no. Now I do.
Right. Hell nah. Now I ain't gonna lie. When I first found out that, Joy Taylor was Jason Taylor's sister, I'm thinking that's the reason why she's in these positions. I ain't think that she had to do all this extra shit with that being her brother. You feel me? Oh, they got the Travis Hunter meme. Joy Taylor ain't allowed to have guy friends at work while she climbs the company ladder? Hell nah. So Chick says, why am I not shocked that the men are the main ones on my timeline talking about Joy Taylor? Dude responds, you're welcome to help us talk about the false allegations she was willing to weaponize for her material gain. Dude says the nastiest part of all this is that Joy Taylor saying that if she got caught, she was just going to say the boss SA'd her. That's what all this stops being funny. That's some sick ass shit, and she really needs to be held accountable for that. Okay, so it says, so Joy Taylor was gonna come out and say he raped her, and y'all was gonna believe it. So Joy Taylor just set women in sports commentary back 20 years, man. Way too many talented women out there with great insights, but we all know that sleeping to the top narrative will be even crazier now. Hell yeah, that's true.